81 degrees from Capco Park in Mequon, Wisconsin, as the Mallards and the Chinooks face off for one more time this year, as Jackson Tucker takes a first pitch strike to start off the day from starting pitcher Jason Bull. A little ahead of schedule here from Capco Park for this final matchup of the year between Lakeshore and Madison. Tucker fouls up and away for strike two. Starting lineup for Madison here this afternoon, it's Tucker, Nick Williams, Isaiah Jackson in the top third, Goolsby, Brown, Moreno in the middle, Fisher, Taylor, and Torres to round things out for Donnie Scott as Tucker fouls back behind home plate. Still 0-2 from the 20-year-old native of Rockford, Illinois, Jason Bull, pitching out of Heartland Community College. From his windup, throws home, and he lost his footing. Still two strikes from the 6'4" lefty. Throws home fastball high, and Tucker watches it soar above the strike zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Madison snapping their 4-game losing streak last night with the win against the Woodchucks as Tucker fouls back again. It was a good-looking win for a club that simply has not looked sharp as of late. A 3-1 win over Wausau. And for a lot of these guys, it felt good just to get back into the win column. Tucker, fly ball deep into left field, slicing towards foul territory, and will land way out of play. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes from Bull to Jackson Tucker. Good pitching performance from Jacob Kisting as a changeup swung on and missed, and first out of the game is a strikeout for Bull. His second outing now against Madison. The last time he pitched was before the All-Star break, and it was against Madison at Warner Park in Game 1 of that 7-inning doubleheader. 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. Back in the order for the first time in a few ball games, Nick Williams steps in. First pitch changeup in for a strike. 0-1 to Nick. Was dealing with a groin issue for a couple of days. He was ready to get back in the lineup yesterday, but Donnie said, you know what, I've seen this one time already this year, fastball high 1-1 with Jake Holcroft. When Jake walked into his office, said, hey, Coach, my groin pulled it a little bit yesterday. He gave him 2 days off. Jake said he was ready to go, and fastball away, 2-1. Then 2 days later, Jake pulled it again, walked into the office, said, Donnie, I called my coach from back in Portland. He said, I got to shut it down since I re-aggravated that. Now 2-2 fouled up and away against Nick Williams from Jason Bull. So Donnie wants to be careful with another one of these outfielders dealing with a groin problem. They lost Corbin Dickerson earlier this year due to a sore quad. 2-2 pitch, way up high, 3-2. Everybody's just scrambling mad for some players. Line drive into left field and a first inning single hit by Nick Williams. So a happy welcome back to the starting lineup for 38 in Aqua Blue, as the Mallards have a 1-out base runner here in the first, setting the table for Isaiah Jackson. Big one here today in the final matchup between Madison and Lakeshore. A couple days ago, Madison, I doubt they'll forget what the Chinooks did to them in the top of the 10th inning, an 8 spot at Warner Park. Just an inning that did not end. But on the year, a 7-4 record against Trevor Joe's Chinooks. First pitch to Isaiah Jackson is in for a strike. Madison goes from 4 lefties in the order yesterday down to just 2, and a big reason why is because Jason Bull dominates lefties. Just 167 for a left-handed hitter, and Isaiah Jackson takes off into center field. Long run for Townsend. He's back to the track, and he makes a catch right in front of a large Junior Chinooks logo in right center field. Good swing by Isaiah. He put a charge into a couple of balls in BP in that similar spot, but just did not have the carry, even with the wind, to put it out. 2 away for Jake Goolsby.
The first baseman, Jake Goolsby.
Goolsby, a big reason why Madison was victorious last night. 2-run home run in the bottom of the first inning. First time the Mallards have scored in the first since the middle of July. An offense that has not gotten on the board early especially since the All-Star break. The earliest they had scored since the break was the 3rd, but an offense that continues to struggle, just not putting runs on the board. Slow pickoff move to first. Williams back in, standing up. Strikeout, single, flyout so far today. The 1-ball pitch to Goolsby. Yeah, got him on the backside, and the Alabama native will take a walk. 2 on here with 2 away in the top of the first inning for the All-Star catcher, Kenyon Brown. That's the curveball that Bolt throws at about 19% of the time that just, well, didn't curve. And certainly not one that will bruise up Jake Goolsby. So now Williams with a strong lead off of second base. Goolsby on first. Kenyon Brown swinging it at 278 now this year. Night off last night. David Melfi did the catching. First pitch, change up in for a strike. Looking for an early lead here in Mequon. Madison now holding a half-game lead over both Fond du Lac and Wisconsin Rapids, but the Rafters, they have the slight advantage when it comes to winning percentage. If they were to come back and tie it up, curveball low. Because as of yesterday, Wisconsin Rapids, they have the lead in the division. Madison beat Wausau on a day where the rest of the league was on a break outside of the All-Star game in the Great Plains. All eyes were on the All-Star game and on Warner Park for Madison and Wausau. Change up low, 2 balls and 1 strike to Brown. 16 RBIs on the year for Kenyon. Number 17's on second and potentially 18 on first. Both of these guys run with pretty good speed. Bullock's back towards second, comes home. Williams fakes to run. Fly ball into right center field. And right there is Adam Kootway. He's under it, has out number 3, and the Mallards leave 2 here in the top of the first inning. No score heading to the home half, and we meet the Lakeshore Chinooks offense when we come back on your home of Madison Mallards baseball.
Tickets are available from the sellers at various points around the park.
Bottom of the first inning from Capco Park here in Mequon, Wisconsin. One game here played today between the Mallards and the Chinooks. Let's get to Trevor Cho's starting lineup here this afternoon on this gorgeous Wednesday night. From Mequon, starting lineup, shortstop Trey Becker. Batting second, the debut over at third base of Jack Meyer. Batting third, the catcher Matthew Dupre. Cleaning things up, first baseman Joey Spence. Batting fifth, the designated hitter Sam Honar. Batting sixth, right fielder Adam Kootway. Batting seventh, the center fielder Drew Townsend. Batting eighth, second baseman, a familiar face to Madison fans, Sam Vomhoff. And rounding things out, left fielder, Carson Hansen. That starting nine is set to face off against the 22-year-old native of Searcy, Arkansas, and a junior from Harding University, Davis Welch. Davis, he played with hitting coach Harrison Heffley at Harding for a year, then he was coached by Heff. And a simple phone call a couple weeks ago, Harrison said, "Hey, we need you." And Davis said, "All right, I'm on my way." First pitch fastball lands for strike one against Becker. Batting 146, 12 runs knocked in, 2 homers, one of them coming against Madison on Monday night. 0-1 to Becker. That's fouled back, fastball. 5-pitch mix from Davis Welch. 4-seam fastball and a cutter. Slider, curveball, changeup. Primarily just 2 pitches, the 4-seamer and the slider. Ahead here, 0-2 from the windup, kicks home, and the 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. Fastball high gets Becker, and just like how Jason Bull started the day, a swinging strikeout for out number 1. Defensive setup behind Welch today, Moreno, Isaiah Jackson, and Tucker left to right across the outfield. Taylor Goolsby on the corners, Fisher, and the debut of Matt Torres at second base. Doing the catching is the all-star Kenyon Brown. Welch not necessarily a big strikeout guy, even at Harding. First pitch fastball is cruised up and foul over the right. But the way that Harrison Heffley and even pitching coach Sean Brown after his first 2 bullpens and his debut against Green Bay last Friday, they said he's a strike thrower. He's a guy that's going to go in there and give us quality innings, quality starts, and likely put himself in a position to earn a decision. Ground ball towards the right side of the infield. Torres ranging over, fields for the first time this season, and throws out Jack Meyer in his first AB. So a debutee grounds out to a debutee, 2 up, 2 down against Davis Welch.
The catcher, number 0.
Here's the catcher, Matt Dupre. Welch from the windup, kicks and deals, throws home to Dupre. Ground ball towards third. Taylor fields in foul territory after a fair bounce. Throws off balance. Jake Goolsby all the way in foul territory, keeps his foot on the bag. However, they called it a foul ball. So Dupre will make his way back. His teammate Joey Spence will set the bat right on the plate, and it falls over like a bunch of Jenga blocks. Now Kenyon Brown sets it on the plate, and he has more luck. Good play by Keenan and by Jake Goolsby over at first base, but home plate umpire today, Jeff Osborne, said foul ball. 0-1. Davis a long windup. 0-1, clips the corner, no balls and 2 strikes. Scary moment a couple days ago for Matt Dupre. He was working out before ball game against Madison and ended up being a little dehydrated, had to go to the hospital, get an IV, slider low and away, 1-2. And for a moment he thought it was going to be appendicitis, but no, he just was dehydrated. Had to go to the hospital, pumped with fluids, was given an IV, and now he's back in the starting lineup. Welch is 1-2, up and in, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-away bottom of the first inning. Davis Welch has looked strong here in the first as he throws home on 2-2. Slider bends away from Dupre, and it's a full count, 3-2. Madison left 2 in the top of the first. A Nick Williams single and a Jake Goolsby hit by pitch. Kenyon Brown flew out to right. Welch looking to face the minimum here in the first. Throws on 3-2. Fastball off the corner. And the Chinooks have their first base runner.
That walk means another $5 will be donated by My Choice Wisconsin to most charities.
Here comes the most powerful bat in the Chinooks lineup, Joey Spence.
The first baseman, number 26.
7 of the 9 batters in the Chinooks order has a home run this year, but Joey Spence by far the leader with 6. The next highest is 3. Both Kootway and Townsend both have 3. Fouled off first pitch. First time we've seen the changeup from Davis Welch, and he missed with his location there. He threw that up. Canyon Brown wanted it down. And a simple mistake to Joey Spence could cost you a lot with the way he hits the ball for power. Compact stance from the left side. Now waves his bat slightly over his head. Waits on the 0-1. Welch set down at the belt. Throws home fastball. Nowhere close. Up and outside. 1-1. 6:35 start today. A lot of 6:05 starts recently. Even a few early afternoon games for Madison. However, the later start here today in Mequon. 1 ball, 1 strike from Davis Welch. Another fastball rides up and away. 2-1 to Joey Spence. Madison has 6, 7, and 8 due up in the top of the second inning. Looking to get there first. Madison shifts on Spence just slightly. Canyon Brown back pick to first, and Dupre is safe in standing up. Goolsby thought he would slide, but nonetheless, 3-1 against Spence. Torres plays in the outfield grass, probably about 25 feet to the right of first base. Cal Fisher plays behind second, and Keenan Taylor plays a third base extended fly ball into right field. Jackson Tucker puts that away on a 3-1 count. Davis Welch, a good first inning. Outside of the walk to Dupre, we are scoreless heading to the second here on your home of Madison Mallards baseball. Top of the second inning from Capco Park. Jason Bull throws home. First pitch changeup up and away to start Liam Moreno, who has been a shining star in this lineup since he departed earlier this year. He was 0 for 5 in his first 3 games. He saw the ball well, just not great contact as he fouls strike 1 up and away over our heads here in the broadcast booth. Only signed on a temporary contract. He then went down to the Florida League. He honed in on his skills. He looked sharp down there as he waits on the 1-1. Changeup away. 2-1 from Bull. Then got the call, said, hey, Liam, we need some depth. Come back home and play some ball. Just 15 minutes south of where he went to high school. Ground ball towards third. Through the gap into left field. Hansen will field out there. And Liam Moreno is now 4 for his first 7 since returning to the Mallards lineup. He's an energy guy, and he's starting to see it and swing it well. He's got a big, powerful swing for a guy that's 5'10", 180. And he can run the base pads well, too. So here's Cal Fisher. Big deep breath before he steps in against the 6'4" lefty. First pitch to him. Ground ball foul over the left. Good pitching matchup here today. The lefty Bull against the righty Welch. Davis making his first start, Bull making his second. The one-strike pitch. Fisher swings and misses on a fastball outside corner, 0-2. Madison had won 5 consecutive ball games against Lakeshore up until Monday in that 12-5 extra inning loss in the 8th spot for the Fish. In the top of the 10th inning, Fisher ground ball towards short. Should be a double play ball. Becker to Vomoff, and the old Madison Mallard throws out Fisher at first. So good work by Bull to get the ground ball he needs, and Cal Fisher hit it right at Trey Becker. So the base pads have been wiped clean after the leadoff single by Liam Moreno, and now it's Keenan Taylor with 2 gone.
All right, Chinooks fans, it's time to cheer for beer. It's tonight's beer batter 25, Keenan Taylor. If Taylor strikes out half-price beer.
First pitch to Keenan Taylor is a curveball on the outside corner, swinging and missing. That was off the edge. Bull starts with his left foot on the slab, his right foot in front of it, then kicks up with his right knee, comes home, fastball tight, 1-1. Holds that glove right in front of his face, then lowers it down. Change up low, 2-1. Keenan's average all the way down to 216 now. Now, at one point, his average was right around 250. Hovered there for a while, but since has seen a steady decline. Fastball for a strike, says home plate umpire Jeff Osborne.
Half-price beer. Half-price beer.
Ball kicks and deals on 2-2. Fastball up and away. Keenan thought about biting at it. He lunged over the plate and held back, 3-2. Madison looking for a 2-out base runner. The payoff pitch coming. Ground ball back towards Bull. Look what I found. He reaches up, will run over to first base, underhand flip to Spence. And a second consecutive scoreless inning tossed by Jason Bull to start the day for the Lakeshore defense. No score heading to the home second on your home of Madison Mallards baseball. Bottom of the second inning from Capco Park here in Mequon, Wisconsin. A beautiful ballpark and the final visit of the year for the Mallards visiting the Lakeshore Chinooks. Lake Michigan, the view out in right field. Bunch of trees out in left, ranging over towards right center. Not quite cookie cutter here. 319 to right, 317 to left, where there is a beer pen. The backyard patio where it's loaded up pretty well today. 404 to straightaway center, American flag hovering over that. Always a fun time here at Capco Park. Fastball low and away starts the lefty Sam Honar, and Davis Welch, the 22-year-old native of Searcy, Arkansas, is back to work. With 1 ball in the count, Welch kicks and deals from the windup. Fastball high, 2-0. For Welch's debut last Friday in relief against Green Bay, 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 earned run, and a strikeout. The only run, a 2-out home run blasted by Mateo Matthews over that short porch in right field from Capital Credit Union. Fly ball into center. Isaiah Jackson tracking it back, turns his shoulders and makes the catch right over his left shoulder for out number 1. Honar put down, and Welch has faced 5, walked 1, but for the most part has been soft contact by these Lakeshore Chinooks.
The right fielder number 2, Adam Kukway.
First pitch to Adam Kutway. Fastball is cut off and fouled behind home plate. Kutway now batting .286, 28 RBIs, and 3 home runs. He has hit for surprising power considering the way he's hit at school at Whitewater. 0-1 pitch from Welch. Slider off the edge and appealed down to first base. Alan Bryan, the youngster of this crew, says no. One ball and 1 strike against Kutway as Davis Welch toes the rubber, throws home. Fastball is hit up in front of home plate. Canyon Brown fields off balance, throw to first. And he gets Kutway about halfway down the line. 2 up and 2 down here in the home second inning, and that's where Lakeshore got their first runner of the ball game, a full count walk to Matthew Dupre in the first.
16, Drew Thompson.
Little swinging Baltimore chop bunt in front of home plate. Here's the lefty Drew Townsend. One of the toughest outs in the Chinooks order is just buried down in the 7 hole. 46 walks, 28 strikeouts, his on-base percentage over .450. A good first year at Missouri State, batted over 200, and then this year, wow, only .091 on his average. Didn't have even close to the amount into his on-base percentage as before. Fly ball foul over to the left side. Taylor tried to track it down but was well out of play. One ball, 1 strike from Welch. Moving the ball in his glove, comes home on 1-1. Fastball low and away. When the ball is in the strike zone today so far for Welch, he is certainly inducing swing. Been some contact, but the light contact that we expected for the junior out of Harding. Playing for the Bison, 2-1. Fastball, that hits the zone. No swing there, 2-2. Been a fan of Jeff Osborne's strike zone all season long since he joined this crew that includes Matthew Metcalf at third and Alan Bryan over at first. 2-2 from Welch to Townsend. Swing and a miss, and only strikeout number 29 on the year against those 46 walks. It's a 1-2-3 Davis Welch second here at Capco Park in Mequon. No scores. We go to the third on your home of Madison Mallards baseball. Temperatures in the low 80s today from Capco Park here in Mequon. The wind off of Lake Michigan in right field is blowing out towards left field, helping out our cause here in the press box and everyone else here from Moonlight Gramfield. Matt Torres leads off, a little blooper into right field, and Sam Vomoff retreating makes the catch into right. Matt Torres in his debut AB swings at the first pitch and almost singles, but an old friend in Madison, now turned enemy, Sam Vomoff puts away out number one. Back to the top, Jackson Tucker struck out against Bull in his first AB to start the game. Tucker ground ball back towards Bull, and he will field toss the first on 2 pitches, 2 outs to start the third. That's been a quick start here to this frame. Can't even breathe before Bull throws home. He works quickly, and then Tad on top of that. Madison trying to be more aggressive here today, and Nick Williams, typically an aggressive batter at the plate, will swing at the first one. First pitch from Bull. Fastball for a strike, lays off of it. So no 3-pitch inning here. Two-way 0-1 pitch. Williams singled back in the first. High fastball, 2-0. Pardon, 1-1. Williams in his cherry red batting gloves from Wabash Valley College. Swings and misses on a curveball low. Pretty pitch from Bull. Man, it's 1-2. Madison 2 hits so far. Lakeshore 0. Williams taps the plate once. Rests the bat over his right shoulder. Waits on the 1-2. Change up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We are even. Still have yet to see the power from Nick Williams, batting .268. 7 RBIs, no home runs. Line drive down the right field line, trending foul, and it will land in foul territory. Still 2-2. First game back from his groin injury, only on the shelf for a couple of days. 2-2, line drive, right field line. That will tuck into fair territory and over the wall down the first base line. It's a ground rule double. Nick Williams has a single and a double to start his day. 2-out knock brings Isaiah Jackson to the plate with an RBI chance for the freshman from Arizona State. Good start today for Nick Williams, and now it's Isaiah who put a charge into a fly ball into center his last time around and came up about 10 feet shy of home run number 4. And it was right when we were talking about lefties having almost no success this year against Jason Bull, batting just .167. Isaiah flies out. Jake Goolsby hit by a pitch as Isaiah swings, and we won't really call that a swing. It was a half-hearted hack from Isaiah, 0-1 on a slider low and away. Nick Williams, strong lead at second, being held on by Becker. 1 strike in the count against Isaiah. Bull throws home. Fastball, line drive into left field, but right at Carson Hansen. Misplays it, but still back there to make the catch on a snow cone. Into his glove on his right hand, and Madison goes down scoreless, albeit Nick Williams' second base hit of the day. No scores. We head to the home third for here from Capco Park on your home of Madison Mallards baseball.
Don't strike out. Chinooks. Second baseman Sam
Bottom of the third inning from Capco Park in Mequon, Wisconsin. Davis Welch kicks and deals first pitch fastball, low and away. Starts the lefty Sam Vomhoff. A lefty loaded back end of Trevor Cho's lineup today. 4 consecutive to finish the order. 1-0 pitch. Changeup gets the zone, 1-1. Only a few games played now for the Lakeshore Chinooks, today being number 5 for Sam Vomhoff. After 2 years with the Mallards. 1-1 check swing on a fastball, no go, 2-1. Played in 19 games back in 2021 and 11 games last summer, primarily as a pitcher. Now joins the Chinooks as an infielder, fouls off the 2-1 right off his front leg, and it rolls foul over towards the Mallards dugout, now even 2-2. Turned in 30 innings back in 2021, the last time Madison went to the playoffs, and then 2022, 16 innings earlier in the year. Fastball away, full count to Vomhoff. Spent his first 4 collegiate seasons with Wisconsin Whitewater before just pledging to Creighton not too long ago. So he will move down to Omaha, Nebraska. 3-2. Fly ball in the right field. Jackson Tucker has it measured for out number 1. Sprinting in towards the infield. Vomhoff retired. And now the bottom of the order, Carson Hansen, who did some damage to a baseball against Tyler Avery on Monday night in the top of the 10th inning. He essentially put it away in extras. The extra runner on second base, a home run on a fastball up by his eyes. Hit out to left center field, opposite field jack for Carson Hansen. Line drive hit towards short. Cal Fisher down to his knees, catches it on the air, and there is 2 away here in the third inning. Top of the order due up, Trey Becker. It was an offensive explosion for the Chinooks in the top of the 10th. 8 runs. It was the most defensive runs allowed by Madison all year in a single inning. And it happened to come in extras. 4 home runs hit in that inning, including a Sam Honar grand slam and that 2-run blast from Carson Hansen. Fastball starts Becker low. Loyola Marymount for Becker over in California. A long way from home. The 1-ball pitch from Davis Welch throws home. Fastball cut on and missed right over the top of the fastball. Welch can hit 91, not overpowering on the 4-seamer. The cutter slowed down about 2 or 3 miles per hour. Throws home 1-1. Fastball fouled off back behind home plate. Big royal blue letters CUW outlined in white, representing Concordia University, Wisconsin. We're on this beautiful campus at Moonlight Graham Field at Capco Park. The final trip of the year for Madison here to visit these Chinooks. On 1-2, slider on the corner, and no, says the home plate umpire, Jeff Osborne. Well, every single defender thought that Davis Welch had strike 3 for a second time against Becker. And even Becker thought he had strike 3. But here we are on 2-2. Slider off the glove of Canyon Brown in the other batter's box. Now it's full, 3-2. Welch from the windup throws home. Line drive into left field, chasing Moreno all the way over. He will make the catch, sprinting towards the foul line. And we still have no score as we go to the 4th inning from Capco Park. 0-0, Mallards and Chinooks on your home of Madison Mallards baseball.
Make sure to
Top of the fourth inning from Capco Park. Here 0-0. Madison and Lakeshore, their final date of the year. Madison 7-4 against the Chinooks. Jay Coolsby digs in. First pitch curveball lands for a strike from this left-hander, Jason Bull. Only two lefties in the order today from Donnie Scott to counter this lefty. Change up low and away 1-1. Lefty's only batting 167 this year against Bull. And right-handers don't have much success either. Slider swung on and missed 1-2. I mean, righty's only batting 182, but Nick Williams is 2 for 2 against this lefty today as Coolsby fouls off to the left. Stays alive, 1 ball, 2 strikes. He had some really good BP rounds today. Short, compact swing. He was hitting bullets into the alleyway into right center. 1-2. Curveball away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two to Goolsby. Change up, poked up into the air. Long run for Spence. Chasing over towards the dugout, and he makes the catch right into a palm. And there is 1 down to start the 4th. Only a handful of hits against Bull in his outing in the first game of that 7-inning doubleheader played right before the All-Star break. Madison got him for 3 hits, and 2 of them came in the same inning. Mike Gupton, a double, and he would be scored on a Ryan Sprock single. Now both Mallards are no longer with the team. Canyon Brown checks a swing on a curveball. An appeal down to first base. Canyon did not go. 1-0. Brown was at the plate with 2 runners on in the first inning. Williams single. Goolsby hit by pitch. Pop-up floated towards first base. Joey Spence off the bag makes the catch. He has both outs here in the 4th. So same story, different day so far for the Madison offense, not providing the starting pitching with any runs.
The left fielder, Liam Moreno.
Here's Liam Moreno, 4 for 7 since returning to the order. First pitch off the plate, 1-0. Man, he singled but was off the base paths on a double play back in the second. 1-0, floats it foul over to the right side. Big deep breath for Liam before stepping in. Calls for time from home plate umpire Jeff Osborne. Osborne says, let's play. 1-1. Short check swing. Liam certainly did not go. 2-1. 2 guys that'll go right at each other. Liam, an aggressive batter, and Bull, an aggressive pitcher. Another pop-up. This one towards the right side of the infield again, and it is Joey Spence again making an awkward-looking catch. He falls down to his backside, and he makes all 3 plays on 3 weak pop-outs here in the 4th inning. Still no score to the home half we go on the Northwoods, or on your home of Madison Mallards baseball. Quickly moving through this one so far here today. No score between Madison and Lakeshore from Capco Park in Mequon. Jack Meyer is ready to lead things off for the Chinooks here in his debut. He's 0 for 1 today. A bounce out to second base his first time around. No Davis Hamilton for Madison today. Matt Torres is the starter at the 4 position. Meyer from Lindenwood. First pitch to him from Welch is fouled off the face mask of catcher Canyon Brown. Madison goes down quietly in the 4th. 3 straight pop-outs to first baseman Joey Spence. Due up third here in this inning on 0-1. Slider low and away from Welch. He has looked sharp himself today. Good pitching matchup so far. Jason Bull against Welch as he is now at 42 pitches in a 1-1 count here with Meyer. Slider low and away again, 2-1. Canyon had to slide about 3 feet over to his right to pick that one out of the turf. All turf everything here at Capco Park except for the mound. Welch's 2-1 pitch. Fastball hit towards second again. Matt Torres is there. He fields, throws to first base, and back-to-back ABs to start the first ball game for Jack Meyer as a Chinook bounce outs to second base.
The catcher,
Now here is Matt Dupre. You look at the Chinooks order from 1 to 9. And really not much worries you outside of Dupre and Joey Spence. As Dupre falls behind 0-1. Dupre, the MVP from last year for the Chinooks, and then Joey Spence, the most powerful batter for the Chinooks this entire year, 0-1. That's tight inside to Dupre, 1 ball, 1 strike. Welch kicks and deals on 1-1 to Dupre. Change up inside, 2-1. Welch stares in on 2-1. Likes the setup from Canyon Brown and a bounce foul on the fastball. That's another tight pitch from Davis Welch as he nears 50 on the day. Welch is 2-2. He breaks even. Fastball just above the zone, 3-2. Dupre walked out of a full count with 2 outs in the first inning. Didn't move past first. The only base runner so far today for Lakeshore. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Welch throws home. Fastball hit well into right field. Jackson Tucker, long run to get over there into the alleyway. It's going to bounce and hit the wall. Tucker will field. He will throw all the way into the cutoff man, Torres, and it is the first hit of the day for the Lakeshore offense all the way in the 4th inning. So Matt Dupre doing Matt Dupre things. He continues to tear apart the Mallards in his 2 years of being a Chinook.
The first baseman, number 26, Joey.
Here's Joey Spence now. Fly out to right field his first time around. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame, fastball fouled off behind home plate, 0-1. Welch a long look in, now looks back towards second at Dupre. Being held on by Fisher, throws home, changeup up and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one, line drive into right field. That might score the run. Tucker is over. He will field. Dupre gets the round, and the throw comes all the way to the plate. Perfect throw as Dupre tries to leap over Canyon Brown, and there is 2 away with the runner on first. Canyon thought that was out number 3, but a perfect throw all the way in the right field corner from Jackson Tucker gets the job done. And Trevor Cho, a dangerous windmill around third base, and Dupre pays the price.
Designated hitter number 11, Sam Honar.
That's a big-time defensive play from Jackson Tucker out there in right field. A one-hop right by the first baseman, Jake Goolsby, and Spence had to hold at first base. Here's Sam Honar. Fastball in. That's a cutter. We haven't seen too many cutters so far today from Davis Welch, but it did have quite a bit of bite low and in to this lefty Honar. That was a good-looking swing from Spence. Line drive carved into right field on 1-0. Bounce towards first. Goolsby leaps up, makes the play, but in foul ground as first base umpire Alan Bryan was right on top of it. Now 1-1. One ball and one strike from Davis Welch. Throws home. That's ripped high into the air, right field. Tucker all the way back to the wall, and it's off the wall. Tucker will field it there at the wall, and it will come all the way to the cutoff man, Torres. His throw is on time. Throw to the plate, and out at home. Another nice-looking relay by the Mallards. Trevor Cho all the way to the plate, immediately arguing with home plate umpire Jeff Osborne. And Joey Spence was canned after he came all the way from first. 2 solid defensive plays from Jackson Tucker. Trevor Cho is still up in the face of Jeff Osborne. No score heading to the 5th on your home of Madison Mallards baseball.
The shortstop, Cal Fisher.
No score, top of the 5th inning from Capco Park. Jason Bull back to work. Cal Fisher up into the air right field, first pitch swinging. Should be routine for Adam Kootway. And he has out number 1. So the Mallards go down quietly in the 4th on the first 2 pitches, 2 pop-outs to the first baseman, Joey Spence. And then a few pitches later, a 3rd pop-out to Joey Spence. And now, first pitch swinging, fly ball into right.
It's third baseman 25, Keenan Taylor. If Taylor strikes out,
So Trevor Cho still in the ball game after arguing with home plate umpire Jeff Osborne. He did not get run. First pitch slider low and in, 1-0 starts Taylor. He had all the right reasons to be upset, as Canyon Brown is likely in the way of the plate. Ground ball back at the middle, a base hit for Keenan Taylor, and the 4th hit of the day for Madison. Canyon Brown got upended. Spence was diving in. He couldn't really get to the plate, and you know what? Sure, the argument could be made that the throw from Torres forced Canyon in the way without having the ball. However, likely a call that should have seen Joey Spence be safe at the plate. Still no score, as back-to-back throws from Jackson Tucker. The second was a relay. First pitch starts Torres for a strike. Changeup inside. And a good-looking relay from Matt Torres, who popped up in his first debut on the first pitch. 0-1. Lays off a low curve, 1-1. He put up legendary numbers in the Hamptons League this summer before coming over to the Northwoods. .458. He led the league by 30 on his batting average. 1-1. Fastball for a strike. Got the inside part of the corner again. Now 1-2. Ground ball hit towards short on a high hop Becker. Flips to Vomhoff to throw to first base. It's a double play to get Lakeshore out of the inning. Madison continues to go down without much offense. No score heading to the home 5th inning here from Capco on your home of Madison Mallards baseball.
We offer junk removal services too. Whether you're
Beautiful day continues to get prettier from Mequon, Wisconsin, here at Capco Park, just north of Milwaukee. Beautiful ride here. Get to go straight through Milwaukee, get to see the state fairgrounds. American Family Field, the home of the Milwaukee Brewers, is just off to the right of the highway on the way here. Adam Kootway leads off against Davis Welch. Fastball right by the chin of Kootway. 3 consecutive base hits for the Chinooks in the bottom of the 4th inning, but 2 fantastic throws by right fielder Jackson Tucker. Kept them scoreless. Little looper into right field. Torres ranging back, and that'll land. So 4 consecutive now for the Lakeshore offense as Kootway's bat splinters across the infield. It's a leadoff single.
Single Bank First will donate $25 to Family Sharing Food Pantry of Ozaukee County, part of the Single Out Hunger campaign.
Madison's Ben Caston is getting warm down in the bullpen.
Number 16, Drew Townsend.
Townsend struck out in his first AB. Madison still in search of their first defensive double play tonight. Lakeshore has turned 2. 4 hits for both clubs, no errors, no runs. Bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch from Welch. Fastball called for a strike that clips the lower part of the zone, 0-1 against Drew Townsend. Nothing in 1. Madison's defense plays Townsend the lefty straight up. Fastball off the corner. Good reminder that we need to get ready for Women's Summer Collegiate Softball. Northwoods League Softball is beginning play in the summer of 2024. Find out more about Northwoods League Softball at northwoodsleague.com/softball. Follow us on Twitter at NWL Softball. 1-1. That's high. Throwback to first base, and diving in safe is Kootway. 2 balls and 1 strike. Good slide back by the Lakeshore right fielder. Jake Goolsby and Canyon Brown have had that chemistry on that back pick the entire year. 2-1. Fastball flown into right field. Jackson Tucker has been busy here today. He's got out number 1. So now the former Mallard, Sam Vomoff, who we've talked about a couple of times, has now finished up his 4th year at Wisconsin Whitewater. Had his year cut a little bit short because of shoulder surgery, broke his collarbone. He was still owned by the Mallards up until a little over a week ago. The All-Star break, Eric Snodgrass, the general manager for the Chinooks, said, you know what, we need a couple of extra infielders, as he takes a fastball for a strike. And he had to reach out to Madison for the rights of Sam Vomoff, and Madison was able to let him go after being a Mallard for 2 years, and now here he is playing with Lakeshore. Line drive through the gap on the right side over towards Tucker again. Runners on first and second base as the Chinooks here in their 3rd time through the order has started to figure out Davis Welch.
The left fielder, 25, Carson.
9-hole hitter Carson Hansen lined out to shortstop his last time around. Now on second, Kootway on first, Vomoff. No score, bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch fastball just misses the corner for home plate umpire Jeffrey Osborne. 1-0. Slightly open stance for Hansen in the left side. Holds that bat over his left shoulder. Very still. Fastball high, 2-0. Only 1 away here in the 5th inning. Runners on first and second. Welch looking to dance out of some damage here. Only 2 Chinooks have been left on so far today. 2 balls, no strikes, throws home, bounce towards first, and in foul ground. Jake Goolsby's over there to pick it up. Two balls and 1 strike, Hansen from UW Milwaukee. Donning New Balance red and white cleats against Davis Welch with 2 runners on. Madison's defense plays this lefty straight up, 2-1. Fastball high, throwback to second base, and a tag applied. Oh, Cal Fisher, I think, whiffed on the tag. And back into second base is Kootway. It was a perfect throw by Canyon Brown, but Fisher lost his footing just slightly, and his tag went right in front of Kootway's helmet. Matthew Metcalf was right there on top of everything. Now 3-1. Hansen the advantage here. Dangerous pitch coming up from Welch. 3-1 back towards short. It's Fisher bobbling, stepping on second himself, throwing to first. It's a 6-3 double play, and Cal Fisher gets Davis Welch out of the inning unscathed. Still no score through 5 here on your home of Madison Mallards baseball. Top of the 6th inning from Capco Park here in Mequon, Wisconsin. Sun is starting to set behind us. Slightly pink skies across the horizon, across the tree line from left to right center, and then Lake Michigan popping blue across right field. Most of the team took a walk down to the lake before the start of the game today, right before they took batting practice during the Chinooks rounds of BP. Jason Bull back to work. Jackson Tucker leads off, fastball up high. He has been a defensive king today for Madison. Covering a lot of ground in right field, 2 different throwouts at the plate, one himself and then one on a relay. Fastball taken for a strike, 1-1. And Jason Bull has been strong today for Lakeshore. Madison has yet to figure him out. Curveball low, 2-1. The Mallards have put the leadoff man on one time. Liam Moreno's single in the second. A few pitches later, a double play. As Tucker, he chases above the zone, 2-2, fouls it off behind the plate. This junior from Rockford, Illinois, Jason Bull, 20 years old, 6'4", 195, lengthy, and he comes right after you. Kitchen sink, 2-2, line drive into center field, hit right at Townsend. And wearing sunglasses here tonight as the sun starts to lower. One away here in the top of the 6th inning from Capco Park. Good reminder that the Northwoods League is giving you the opportunity to play NWL Lucky 7 every day for your shot at $100,000. You can find the NWL Lucky 7 game at northwoodsleague.com under the gaming tab. Answer 7 questions correctly about action in the Northwoods League and you could win $100,000. The game is free to play. You must be at least 21. Terms and conditions apply as Nick Williams takes strike 1 outside corner, and here comes the 0-1 from Bull. Lifted towards the right side, long run for Spence. Takes an awkward angle to it, now backpedaling, can't make the catch. (0-2) against Williams, who is 2 for 2 today. He has been the only Mallard to consistently figure out Jason Bull. Two-strike pitch from Bull. And Williams fouls it right into the glove of Matt Dupre. Only the 2nd strikeout of the day for Jason Bull. With how good he's been, you'd think there'd be a little bit more. He struck out Jackson Tucker as the first batter of the ball game, and that is the only number 2 for this lefty. Now Isaiah Jackson.
Isaiah Jackson.
No one up in the bullpen for Lakeshore, so they are sticking with Bull here. Fastball off the corner, 1-0 to Isaiah. Deep fly ball. Hit out to center field his first time in the 1st inning, then in the 3rd, a line drive out to left. The 1-0 pitch. Line drive into the gap, left center field. Long run for Hansen. He will get there and make a gliding catch into left center, stealing extra bags away from Isaiah here in the 6th inning. Still no score. To the bottom of the 6th inning we go at Capco Park with the Chinooks coming to the plate on your home of Madison Mallards baseball. Bottom of the 6th inning from Capco Park in Mequon, Wisconsin. A fun time always when we are here in Mequon. As new pitcher is on for Madison, day done for Davis Welch. It is the 6'3", 195-pound native of Hales Corners, Wisconsin, Ben Caston. Trey Becker steps in. First pitch curveball low and away. And Caston has been on rest now for a couple of days. 4 days rest. Last time out there against Fond du Lac at home. Fastball low, 2-0. Allowed a solo home run to Seth Sweetchick on a 3-1 cruised fastball against Fondy, but the other 2 outs were strikeouts. Fly ball into right field. Jackson Tucker is under it. And JT continues to stay busy, and Ben Caston starts his day with a flyout. Ben Caston, since his debut, all the way back on July 10th, in the first week of the second half, has been really good for Madison. 3 1/3. Couple of scattered hits, 4, the only earned run on a homer. And he has slightly figured out that walk issue that he had right away. Fastball low, 1-0. As Jack Meyer digs in for a 3rd time today. 4 walks to 3 strikeouts in his last 4 appearances. Popped up right side. It'll be the first baseman, Jake Goolsby, over there to make the catch, calling off Matt Torres over in his territory. 2 up and 2 down behind Ben Caston here in the 6th inning. No score, Madison and Lakeshore.
The catcher, number 0.
So a tough part of the order now for Ben Caston. It's Dupre and Spence, the 2 guys that you don't want to hear about. Line drive back up the middle, and Matt Dupre has his 2nd hit in as many at-bats now. He's been on in all 3 trips to the plate. And, you know, one name that Madison will be happy they never have to hear about again after this year is Matt Dupre. He has been a Mallards mauler since joining Lakeshore last season. Team MVP batting over 330. First pitch from Caston, ground ball over towards second base. It's Torres on 2 hops, throws to first base easily, and Joey Spence taken care of on 1 pitch. Good inning from Ben Caston. A single hit by Matt Dupre is all the Chinooks can garner. No score heading to the 7th inning on your home of Madison Mallards baseball. Top of the 7th inning from Capco Park here in Mequon, Wisconsin. Mallards 0 and Chinook 0. Back to work goes Jason Bull. First pitch to Jake Goolsby is flown foul up and over the left. It's 0-1. An efficient day, to say the least. He has gone further than Davis Welch, who no longer has a foot in the door with a decision. Change up off the edge, 1-1. But Bull, comfortably sitting at 75 pitches, can pitch all the way until 100 and not have to worry about any kind of a pitch count. Slider low and away, 2-1 to Goolsby. The lefty Goolsby, and then righties to finish the order. So Jake, Canyon Brown, Liam Moreno, 2-1. Curveball bounced in, 3 balls and a strike. Goolsby waves that bat out once, then twice. Wiggles the bat over his shoulder, and there's a fly ball right field. Long run for Kootway down in the corner, tracking it back to the track, turns his shoulders, makes the catch. Just in front of the Robin Yount logo at that 319 mark in right field. Goolsby gave it a ride, but not far enough. It would have been gone at home, but not here at Capco Park.
The catcher, Canyon Brown.
So now Canyon Brown with 1 away in the 7th inning. No score between Madison and Lakeshore. First pitch to Canyon. Fly ball right field, sending Kootway back again, and he will settle under it for a catch, and 2 up, 2 down quickly here in the 7th. So if they want to knock Jason Bull out of this ball game, they're going to have to become more patient. Goolsby goes down on 3-1. Canyon goes down on the first pitch. I mean, he liked it and he gave it a ride, but Madison just without consistent, solid contact today. They've hit the ball hard against him a few times. Moreno digs in, fastball up high, 1-0. One-0 pitch to Moreno. Line drive into left field. He has another base hit. And since returning to the Mallards lineup, Liam Moreno has been a big, big addition. Now 5 for his first 8 since his 0-for-5 start to the year and his 3 starts back in May. So that sets the table for Cal Fisher with 2 gone here in the 7th.
Cal Fisher.
And another short count against Bull. He's now up over 80, 81 pitches on the day. First pitch to Cal Fisher. Fastball low, 1-0. Lakeshore defense plays the rookie straight up, 18 years old, from Deerfield, Wisconsin. Cal today a double play ball and a fly ball to right. Here's a fly ball into right center field, routine depth. Kootway, and 2 flyouts now to right field. Madison goes down quietly again outside of the Liam Moreno single. No score as we stretch here at Capco Park on your home of Madison Mallards baseball.
Oscar.
Back from Capco Park, no score through now 6.5 innings of the last date between Madison and Lakeshore here this summer. No matter what, Madison will finish 2023 with a winning record against the Chinooks. Ben Caston from the windup throws home to Honar, fastball up the corner for ball 1. Madison currently ahead in the season series 7-4. They lost the last matchup on Monday against the Chinooks. Fastball low and in, 2-0 from Caston. That 10-inning, 8-run spot for Lakeshore in the top half, winning 12-5. Fastball cut on, fly ball right field, tracking it back into the corner is Tucker, back at the wall, it's off the wall. Tucker misplays, he picks it up, will throw all the way into the cutoff man, Torres, and it is a leadoff double for Maryland Sam Honar here in the 7th inning. Lakeshore, when they have been successful today, it has been to right field, especially from the righties. The righties have been really good hitting the ball the other way, and now a runner in scoring position with nobody out against Ben Caston and this Madison defense. Only the second time today Lakeshore's put their leadoff man on. Fastball is low to start Adam Kootway. So Lakeshore had 5, 6, and 7 due up here in the 7th. Davis Welch turned in 5 scoreless in his first start. Now it's Ben Caston trying to keep that the same. Fouled off up and over the right side of the grandstands. Good crowd on hand here tonight from Capco Park. Always a fun spot to watch a ball game. Bunch of Mallards fans were here last year, not as many this year. 1-1 from Caston, curveball nowhere close, 2-1. Way outside to a rare righty in the order today. Backloaded lefties in this lineup. 4 consecutive to end for Cho. Ground ball hit towards third. Keenan on a low hop throws to first, and Goolsby somehow stays on the bag for the out. The runner, Kootway, thought that Goolsby had pulled his foot. That's not the case. And all the way over behind the mound, the first base umpire today, Ellen Bryan, made that call. And it's a tough one to make, but now Drew Townsend steps in with one away. That's a big out for Ben Caston, and for Keenan Taylor to play it off of that high chop and then wait for it rather than charge on it. Allowed him to set his feet, make the throw. Fastball low and in. 1-0 with Townsend. 0-0, bottom of the 7th inning. Here from Capco Park in Mequon, Wisconsin. Madison looking to win their 2nd consecutive ball game. Fastball way upstairs, 2-0. Former Mallard Sam Vomhoff waits on deck. He's 1 for 2 today. Townsend so far 0 for 2. Strikeout in the 2nd, fly ball to right, back in the 5th. 2-0 curveball crosses up Canyon Brown, 3-0. Canyon thought fastball, and then all of a sudden the curveball just dropped out of nowhere. Canyon tumbled to the ground, 3-0. Townsend looking for walk number 47 on the year. Fastball up and away, 4-pitch walk. No one up and moving in the Mallards bullpen. This is Ben Caston's bottom of the 7th.
The second baseman, number 20, Sam Vomhoff.
So Caston looking for a ground ball here against Vomhoff. Runners on first and second, no score. First pitch, line drive into right field. That's over the head of Torres and into center. Isaiah Jackson comes up with it. Trevor Cho will hold the runner. Good decision. Perfect throw to the plate from the center fielder. Bases are loaded for 9-hole hitter Carson Hansen. And Vomhoff has his 2nd knock of the night.
The left fielder, number 25, Carson.
First time that either club has had the bases loaded tonight. Lakeshore has left 4 total today. Madison has also left 4. Chinooks out hitting Madison 8-5, a chance to score first here in the 7th. The lefty Hansen steps in. First pitch from Caston, swing and a miss. Curveball right over the top of the breaker goes Hansen. And that crossed up Canyon Brown again. Caston met him halfway to meet him, and Canyon pulls him to the pitcher's mound. Hansen playing in his 10th game, batting .133, a line drive out to the shortstop Cal Fisher his first time up. And then a double play also hit to Fisher in his last AB. Madison looking for another inning-ending double play here. Caston's 0-1 pitch. That's popped up. Keenan Taylor will charge Canyon Brown over to the dugout side. Right in front of the netting, can't make the catch. He launched back, and he just couldn't find it. That's a long run for Keenan. He wasn't going to get there. Canyon had the better shot. It's 0-2. But they had the potential for out number 2 right in their palm, and Canyon, a superb defensive catcher, could not make the grab. Hansen calls for time. Now, fly ball could do the job here. 1 away, bottom of the 7th inning. No balls and 2 strikes, bases loaded. Honar on third, Townsend on second, Vomhoff on first. The 0-2 pitch, curveball cued off and foul over to the left side. Still 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch from Caston. Curveball ripped high into right field. Tucker all the way back to the wall, and he is unable to make this catch. It rolls about 15 feet in front of the wall. 2 runs will score. Throw comes all the way to third, and 2 runs are in. 2 RBIs for Carson Hansen, and a mistake by Ben Caston. He left it high in the zone on 0-2, and that is a freshman mistake. Tucker, who has been so good defensively here tonight, 2 plays that he likely could have made in right field, he has been unable to come up with. And Canyon Brown unable to corral that pop out. Now it's the leadoff man Becker, fastball low. So Lakeshore on the board first here in the 7th inning, 2-0. There's a fly ball into left field. Moreno is under it. He will charge in and make the throw all the way to the plate. It's a little off to the left, but holding at third is Vomhoff. 2 friends from their Mallards tenures. So now 2 gone for Jack Meyer.
The third baseman, number 4, Jack Meyer.
Madison has showed no signs of getting to Jason Bull. They've got 5 hits, but now they trail by 2 runs here in the 7th inning. Lakeshore on the board first. First pitch curveball. That's a pretty pitch by the swinging bat of Jack Meyer, making his debut today. It's been all over the infield. 2 ground balls and a pop out. 1 strike in the count. Caston's feet are together from the windup. Throws home 0-1. Now 0-2 on a fastball. Vomhoff off third. Hansen so far the hero on second base. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball way outside. 1-2 from Caston. Bases loaded double. Honar comes to score. Townsend comes to score. And now the Mallards offense is on the ropes again on 1-2. Curveball bounces in. Canyon Brown protecting that ball with his chest plate. Goes down to his knees to scoop it out of the turf. 2-2. Bottom of the 7th inning from Mequon. 2-0 Chinooks. Runners on second and third. 2 away. 2-2 count. Curveball bends in for strike 3. The Chinooks get a 2-0 lead on Carson Hansen's 2 RBI double, but Ben Caston strands 2 with a backward strikeout of Jack Meyer. The Mallards need some offense, and they need it fast here on your home of Madison Mallards baseball. Well, it took until the 7th inning, but we've got our first scoring of tonight's ball game. Lakeshore scores 2 on Carson Hansen's 2 RBI double with the bases loaded against Madison's reliever Ben Caston. Keenan Taylor leads off against Jason Bull. Fastball up and away, 1-0. As Lakeshore finally has some action up in their bullpen. 1-0 pitch, line drive deep into left center field, sending Hansen all the way back to the wall, and that ball's gone. A home run hit by Keenan Taylor. Number 3 on the year for the Purdue Boilermaker, and the Mallards just like that on the scoreboard here in the 8th inning. A much-needed swing for the Madison offense, and it is now 2-1 from Capco Park.
Second baseman.
Keenan's got power for days, and he flexes it here. And now it's Matt Torres for the 3rd time tonight. First pitch fastball is in for strike 1. Torres from New York. Waits on the 0-1 pitch from Bull. Loses his bat, swings and misses over the top of a breaking ball. No balls and 2 strikes. So Madison finally cracks the scoreboard. It's 2-1 Lakeshore. An important ball game for Madison to have. Wisconsin Rapids currently leads Wausau 6-0. Fond du Lac leads Green Bay 9-2. 0-2 pitch to Torres. Fastball away from Bull. We'll see how much longer this left-hander lasts. He's now 12 pitches away from 100 on 1-2. Curveball bounces in. Good plate discipline shown so far today from Torres. The only thing early we've really been able to see in negative light for Torres is the fastball inside. Not knowing where that spot is. Fastball high, 3-2. Pitch number 90. From Jason Bull. Torres looking to get on for the first time as a Mallard here. 3 balls, 2 strikes in the top of the 8th inning. Fastball hit towards third. Low scoop up Meyer, throws across the field. Torres is there, and he runs into the first baseman, Spence. Torres takes a spill. Spence will help him pick up his helmet. Throw it all the way over Joey, and Matthew Dupre is over there to help him out. So Madison on the first error of the ball game on third baseman Meyer puts a runner on, and now we'll have a mound visit. So Jake Carlson is out there to converse with Jason Bull. Lakeshore does have an arm getting loose in the bullpen. But for now, it looks like it's going to be Bull until that arm is ready. And this could be just a little more time to get him prepared. So Madison, a runner on first with nobody out here in the 8th inning, trailing 2-1. Keenan Taylor's leadoff home run here in the 8th inning puts Madison on the scoreboard.
Now batting the right fielder, Jack Tucker.
Just a third earned run allowed by Jason Bull this year, one in each of his last 3 assignments. Here's Tucker, first pitch to him. Fastball for a strike. That's right in the wheelhouse of Tuck. He's got that big, powerful swing. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Hit the ball in the nose his last time around, a line drive out to center. Drew Townsend's been quiet defensively tonight. Only 2 putouts. 0-1. Tucker lays down a bunt. First base side, tricks everybody. Tucker sprinting down the line. Bull throws, Spence off the bag. It's a single and a bunt for Jackson Tucker. And the Mallards offense is grooving here in the 8th inning. Big spot now for Nick Williams. And that's going to be it for the starter, Jason Bull. What a start it was for him. Up until this 8th inning, the home run by Keenan Taylor, the error committed by Meyer, and now the bunt single from Jackson Tucker will force this talented lefty out of the ballgame. 2-1 Chinooks. We will be right back. You are listening to your home of Madison Mallards Baseball. New pitcher is out there for Lakeshore in the top of the 8th inning. 2 runners on for Madison. Tyler Deliskevich is the new pitcher as Nick Williams steps in. First pitch to him, slider away. A heavy, sharp bite on the slide piece from the 6'5", 220-pounder from Genoa City, Wisconsin, playing for the Wisconsin-Milwaukee Club, just south of Mequon. Williams 2 for 3 today, a strikeout in his last AB. Delaskevich throws home, fastball finds the zone, 1-1. Matt Torres does have good speed on second, and we know all about the base stealing prowess of Jackson Tucker. 25 stolen bags on the year, by far the team's leader. 1-1 to Williams. Fastball up and away off the corner, 2-1. Madison a chance to tie and or take the lead here in the top of the 8th inning. Like Cade Hansen getting warm for Madison in their bullpen. No outs here in the 8th inning. 2-1 Lakeshore. Fastball hit into right field. Kootway tracking it. Now running backwards. Makes the catch. Torres tags. Runners will be on the corners. With one away here in the 8th inning for Isaiah Jackson, who has hit the ball well today. Good swing from Williams that puts the tying run at third base.
Center fielder, Isaiah Jackson.
And the only thing that could derail this inning is a double play ball. And Madison has hit into a handful of them tonight. One back in the second, one in the 5th, both to end frames. As Isaiah Jackson digs in with Torres on third, Tucker on first. Fastball low, called for a strike. Oh, man. That's a tough call to make for home plate umpire Jeff Osborne, as Matt Dupre had left his crouch to try and throw out Jackson Tucker, who stayed put at first. See if he's on the move here. Take the force out of the play. Big secondary, but Isaiah fouls it off. It's now 0-2. And Delaskevich, remember, has that nasty slider that Isaiah Jackson has not been able to figure out so far in his freshman year. Torres on third, Tucker on first, 2-1 Lakeshore. Top of the 8th inning with one away. The 0-2 pitch from Delaskevich. Fastball just off the corner, 1-2. That was a good-looking pitch from this righty, a lower arm angle. Stadium lights shining down on Capco Park. The 1-2 pitch, curveball, got him, strike 3. Isaiah still cannot figure out that pitch, man. Backdoor breaking balls are not his best friend, as he goes down on yet another. Just a third strikeout today for Chinooks pitching. And after putting runners on first and second with nobody out, the Mallards are in danger of stranding both of them. First pitch to Goolsby, fastball away, 1-0. So it's Goolsby and then Brown. Torres off third, and Jackson Tucker currently on first. I have maybe a thought he'll be moving here on a pitch or two. Fastball away, 2-0. Never want to be thrown out on a caught stealing for the final out in an inning. But with Jake Goolsby at the plate, you've got pretty good trust in Goolsby the way he's been swinging it lately, 2-0. Delaskevich comes home, fastball misses, 3 balls, no strikes. Madison behind in the hit category, 9-7, behind on the scoreboard, 2-1. A Chinooks error has put Torres on third, and Jackson Tucker his bunt on first. 3-0 pitch, 4-pitch walk to Jay Goolsby. Bases loaded for Canyon Brown here in the 8th inning. Canyon 0 for 3 today, 2 flyouts and a pop out to first. He's been swinging early, and he has yet to see Tyler Delaskevich, who has a line out, a strikeout backwards of Isaiah Jackson, and now the walk on his resume so far in relief. First pitch, fastball bounces in towards Dupre, and he is all over it. That keeps Torres on third, 1-0. Simple base hit could give Madison the lead here. Jackson Tucker with tremendous speed off of second. A wild pitch could score Torres and tie the game. But Canyon Brown with that maple ash bat in his hands has a chance to give him the lead. 1-0 pitch taken for a strike. There was no scoring until the bottom of the 7th inning. Lakeshore scores 2 on a Carson Hansen double. Madison scores one here on the Keenan Taylor home run. Line drive, base hit left field. Tucker getting the wave around third. Hanson to his feet, throws all the way to the plate. Tucker ahead for a slide, and Canyon Brown delivers a 2 RBI single to give Madison an 8th inning lead. That's big time stuff from the all-star catcher, and Madison climbs in front for the first time tonight.
The left fielder, Liam Moreno.
There was almost no doubt that Donnie Scott wouldn't wave Jackson Tucker around third base from second. Torres scored with ease, and Tucker came all the way to the plate. Now it's Moreno. He's got 2 hits today. First pitch slider, low and away, 1-0. So now Goolsby on second. Canyon Brown, the biggest swing of the night so far for Madison, on first. And the team now playing with the lead for the first time tonight. The 1-0 pitch to Moreno. Fastball, strike one, 1-1. Slider bends Moreno out of the way, almost tucks itself inside the K zone, 2-1. Liam about to head to his 4th institution, St. Cloud State in Minnesota, after stops with Missouri State, Madison College, and State College of Florida. Foul ball, line drive back to the screen, 2-2. You know, Matt Dupre might have a bit of an advantage on Liam Moreno, but it hasn't seemed that way because Dupre, 1 year older than Moreno, they played together at Sun Prairie High School. These two are good friends. Dupre shakes off the first 2 signs from the pitcher, Delaskevich. Runners on first and second, 2-2. Slider taken for ball 3, and it is full. Prior to this inning, the most Mallards to the plate in this ball game was 5 all the way back in the first. Madison stranded 2. But 8 batters have come to the plate here in the 8th inning. 3-2 Madison on the 3-2 pitch. Swung and a miss. Slider got Moreno. But Canyon Brown gives the Madison Mallards a 3-2 lead, a 3 spot in the top of the 8th inning. And the Mallards playing with the lead for the first time on your home of Madison Mallards baseball. New pitcher out there for Madison to start the 8th inning. Cade Hansen from Texas, pitching out of UW Whitewater. Tough part of the Chinooks order. Dupre, Spence, and Honar. Just one inning so far for Hansen in a big spot here. First pitch curveball crushed into left center field, and Moreno is there. It just died in the air. Looked like it had some carry to it off the bat, and Dupre retired on one pitch by the freshman. You know, I think for all of our sakes, I hope that is the last time that we see Matt Dupre here in 2023. First pitch to Joey Spence, fastball for a strike from Hansen. He's got a good-looking sinker. He went to that quite a bit in his first inning of work against Fond du Lac a few days ago. There's the sinker. Now it's 0-2. Two consecutive pitches low in the zone to start Joey Spence, and Hansen has the advantage. From the windup, kicks and deals on 0-2. Line drive into left field. Moreno is there, and after scrambling around a little bit, has out number 2.
The designated hitter, number 11, Sam Honar.
Here's Sam Honar with 2 away. A single and a double under his belt so far today. A fly out back in the second. Hansen throws home. Fastball is fouled back off. 0-1. This game is more and more important as the minutes go on. Fastball taken low, 1-1. As we check the out-of-town scoreboard here in the Northwoods League. Starting in the Great Lakes West, 3-2 here, Madison over Lakeshore. Bottom of the 8th inning, 1-1 pitch, bounces in 2-1. Wisconsin Rapids leading Wausau 7-1. Wausau likely entering tomorrow's series opener with Madison on a 9-game losing streak, 2-1. Ground ball towards second. Matt Torres is there. Throws to first base. The Madison Mallards need 3 outs in the 9th inning. However, a chance to add on with insurance here from Capco Park before we get back to the out-of-town scoreboard on your home of Madison Mallards baseball. Top of the 9th inning from Capco Park here in Mequon, Wisconsin, 3-2 Mallards. Their 3-run top of the 8th inning has powered them to their first lead of the ball game. Tyler Delaskevich is still in there for the Chinooks, and Cal Fisher, 18-year-old native of Deerfield, Wisconsin, leads things off. First pitch fastball is way outside to the righty, and Fisher starts 1-0. Double play ball in the second, hit towards short, 2 flyouts to right field. 1-0 pitch. Fastball cranked into right center field. Long run for Townsend and Kootway all the way back to the track, to the wall. It's going to bounce up and over the wall for a ground rule double to lead things off here in the 9th inning for Cal Fisher. A runner in scoring position already now for Keenan Taylor, who got the fun started in the 8th with his solo home run. So a good chance now for Madison to add on. They knot up the hit category at 9. Madison looking to win their second in a row and finish the season series strong here against the Chinooks. First pitch slider is inside. 180's Keenan. 1-0. Delaskevich working middle of the rubber. Throws home. Fastball low and out. 2 balls and no strikes with Cal Fisher holding a sizey leadoff at second base. He banana peels his way back and then slowly makes his way forward. No hold on from Becker. Strike 1, fastball 2-1. Delaskevich has that lower arm angle. Lefty getting loose in the Chinooks bullpen just in case. Madison has closer Tyler Avery up and loosening. Oh, Keenan Taylor just got hit up in the chops. He looks back over towards the dugout, says peace. And Donnie will walk over to Keenan, make sure that his third baseman's all right. No sign of the athletic trainer so far. And Keenan, not exactly sure where it got him. It looked like it got him up in the cheek area. However, maybe it ricocheted off the helmet. Thought maybe we'd hear a sound. Jay Carlson will take a stroll out to the mound, the pitching coach for Lakeshore with the mound visit.
Are you ready to show your team spirit both on and off the field? Open any
So a little trouble here for Tyler Delaskevich with 2 runners on and nobody out in the 9th inning. Matt Torres coming to the dish. So Keenan has now been on 3 times today, a single, a home run, and a hit by pitch.
digital wallet for fast and safe payment. Port Washington State Bank, proud presenting sponsor of the Lakeshore Chinooks.
Let's take another look at that out-of-town scoreboard here in the league today. The Great Plains is all off after their All-Star game was rained out last night in the 7th inning. Great Lakes West 3-2 here. Madison on top of Lakeshore, looking to add on in the 9th. Bottom of the 7th inning, Wisconsin Rapids leading 7-1 over Wausau. The Raptors have found an extra gear, and they are putting their foot down on the gas as Torres squares to bunt here. He bunts it foul. Slider from Delaskevich is a tough pitch to pick up, with Jackson Tucker waiting next. The Woodchucks are about to drop their 9th consecutive ball game unless they can figure out the offensive side of things in their final 3 tries at the plate. 0-1 against Torres. Bunts it foul again. It's one of those you got to pull back on a fastball inside. Now you're behind 0-2. And you got to put the ball in play somehow. Elsewhere from Capital Credit Union Park, Green Bay's been playing better baseball, but they currently trail Fond du Lac 9-2. So that makes this ball game here all that much more important. Torres squares again on 0-2. And he bunts it fair. Good bunt. Charging Meyer throws to first base, and Torres is out by a step. Runners on second and third. That does the job for Matt Torres in his debut. And now the top of the order, Jackson Tucker comes to the plate with 2 runners in scoring position. Fisher on third, Taylor on second.
The right fielder, Jack Tucker.
Delaskevich with the infield playing in. First pitch to Tucker. Bender in there for strike 1. It's 0-1. 3-2 Madison. 2 runners in scoring position here in the top of the 9th inning. Looking for some cushion before we likely see the closer, Tyler Avery, in the 9th inning. 0-1 to Tucker. Slider inside. 1-1. In the Great Lakes East, Kalamazoo and Battle Creek played an early ball game on this Wednesday. 12-3 final score. Growlers over the Battlejacks from Battle Creek. 1-1. Fastball hit off the face mask of Matt Dupre. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 8th inning from Kokomo Municipal Stadium in Indiana. Traverse City 7, Kokomo 4. And last ball game today, historic Simmons Field in Kenosha, 4-4 between the Rivets and the Kingfish. On 1-2. Slider is hit up into the air. Long run for Joey Spence. Tracking it towards foul ground. It's still in foul ground. He makes the catch, 2 away. So now it's Nick Williams with 2 gone. He was the first batter to see Delaskevich in the 8th inning, and he moved over the 2 runners, which allowed Canyon Brown to knock in 2 in the 8th. Sharp line drive hit towards right field from Nick Will. He is 2 for 4 today, single and a double. Could use another big swing here. First pitch slider bends him out of the way, but in for strike 1. Fisher on third, Taylor on second. Madison trying to stay out of the air. That's been an emphasis from Donnie Scott recently. Get back to being on top of the baseball. 0-1. Slider for strike 2. So Williams way behind now in the count. No balls and 2 strikes against Tyler Delaskevich. With Lakeshore due up next, trailing by a run. The 0-2 pitch. Slider low and away. Fisher returns to third. He got way off. 1 ball, 2 strikes against Michigan State's Williams. 1-2 from Delaskevich. Fastball just off the corner, 2-2. They thought he had him. Defense playing straight up right now. Center fielder Townsend playing pretty shallow against Williams. 2-2, fouled back. Another slider from Delaskevich. He's trying to start it, run it around the letters, and dump it into the strike zone. It's been a good pitch for him so far, and then he's able to play off of that location by starting it middle away and having it tail out of the strike zone. That's a dangerous pitch with a runner on third. 2-2. Fastball cut on and missed. Williams down on strikes. They strand 2. Madison goes down scoreless here in the 9th inning, but it'll be the closer, Tyler Avery, coming on for Madison for the bottom of the 9th. You're listening to your home of Madison Mallards baseball. Bottom of the 9th inning, it is closing time from Warner Park. Madison 3, Lakeshore 2. Cade Hansen back out there. Adam Kootway to lead off. First pitch swinging, ground ball towards third. Foul over the line. And it's 0-1. Hansen looks sharp in his first inning. 2 flyouts to left and a ground ball out to second. From the windup, see if he goes back to the sinker here on 0-1. It's looked good so far. And a changeup inside hits Kootway. And Lakeshore has their leadoff man on here in the 9th inning. Self-inflicted wounds for Madison.
The center fielder, number 16, Drew Townsend.
So now it's Townsend. Kuwei on first. He does have speed. Hansen comes home. First pitch, curveball, low, 1-0. Townsend has stayed off the ground today. A strikeout, fly out, and a walk. He scored a run back in the 7th. That was on the 2 RBI double from Hansen. Strike called, 1-1. Three-2 Madison, bottom of the 9th inning. Runner on first, nobody out. Hansen from the stretch throws home, swing and a miss. Townsend was way over the top of a curveball, 1-2. Madison needs this win here today. The other two divisional opponents, the Raptors and the Dock Spiders, currently ahead of their opponents late in their ball games. 1-2. Fastball taken low, we're even at 2. Sam Vomhoff waits on deck. 2 hits today against his former club. He'll likely climb his way up in the order as the season comes to a close. 2-2 from Hansen. Fly ball right field. Trending towards the seats. Goolsby chases and into the top row it goes. Bottom of the 9th inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes against Townsend, and Hansen, after taking down the Chinooks 1-2-3 in the 8th inning, a hit by pitch has started the 9th. Tyler Avery was up and getting loose, but did not enter. 2-2. He swung and he missed. Canyon Brown couldn't field it. Throws, no, he holds on to it. And a drop third strike puts runners on first and second base with nobody out. And Donnie Scott's going to go to the bullpen. Now, Drew Townsend should be out, and he will be. So Townsend had a runner on first base, and a drop third strike would have put him on. Canyon Brown was unable to make the play, so no force out anywhere. Hansen will be done, and the closer, Tyler Avery, will come on for the final 2 outs in this ball game, coming up here in a moment on your home of Madison Mallards baseball. New pitcher out there for Madison. It's the closer, Tyler Avery. 7.71 ERA on the year after his tough outing on Monday. And a chance for revenge against the Chinooks here. Sam Vomhoff digs in. First pitch swinging high and deep into left field. Moreno over. And he gloves out number 2. Retreating back to second base goes Kootway on the first pitch. Tyler Avery gets a fly out of Sam Vomhoff. But here has been the thorn in the side of the Madison Mallards this week, the 9-hole hitter Carson Hansen.
The left fielder, number 25, Carson Hansen.
Off of Tyler Avery on Monday, the go-ahead and eventual game-winning 2-run home run for the Chinooks in extra innings. 2-run double so far today. Avery looks back towards second, comes home, fastball nowhere close. Hansen batting right around 130 now on the year. 1 for 3 tonight. 1-0 pitch. Fouled off to the left. Madison needs 1 out to escape Mequon with the victory and hold that first place chair in the Great Lakes West here in the second half. Looking for their second consecutive win. Avery comes set. It's script Madison in these blue uniforms. Looks back towards Kootway at second. Comes home. 1-1. Hit towards second. Torres out there in his debut. Throws to first, and the Mallards come away with the win. In the final visit to Capco Park this year, Madison victorious by a final score of 3-2. A 3-run top of the 8th inning powers Madison to their second straight win, improving in the second half to 16-12. Lakeshore dropping to 11-16. One final handshake between the Mallards coaching staff and the Chinooks here this year. And what a season series it was between the two. After a 5-7 campaign in 2022, Madison goes 8-4 against the Lakeshore Chinooks and first-year manager Trevor Cho. Great ball game played here today. Madison comes from behind, and the Cardiac Quackers are back at it here in Mequon. It's winning pitcher tonight, Ben Caston, improves to 2-0. And Jason Bull 0-1, even after turning in 8 innings of good ball here tonight. Tyler Avery picks up yet another save. So Madison victorious here tonight, 3-2. They return home for a couple of home ball games, a 2-game series against the spiraling Wausau Woodchucks, who have lost 9 ball games in a row. One more time, final score here tonight, Madison 3, Lakeshore 2. Signing off from Zach Linfield, this has been your home of Madison Mallards baseball.
Fans, the players, coaches, and staff of the Lakeshore